Hello, and welcome to Rollercoaster Tycoon 3DS. This is a game that I vowed to play a very long time ago, and I have no idea why, but here I am, starting a new stupid series in which I start off playing this pretty damn bad game. By this time, I think the Tycoon as well as the simulator name are pretty much spoiled by all the bad games that have come out recently, and even Frontier said that they're calling Planet Coaster to avoid getting the bad reputation that the name Tycoon carries with it, and I think that entire ordeal was kind of kicked off when this game was released. It just seemed like a milking cow to get more money for a almost bankrupt company. I'll just quickly show it off here, but I won't really go into detail. There are enough reviews already on why this game is so bad. Apart from the fact that it's not even that bad, but just really expensive for what it gives you. We've got a, oh wait, I don't know if you can tell the quality's pretty bad on my camera, I'm sorry about that, but we've got a cool coaster story, which is pretty much the scenario of this game. We've got the coaster creator up in the top right corner, where you can make your own coasters, because that's pretty much the point of the game. Then we've got the park sandbox down here, which is what the name suggests, really, and some simple game options, which have nothing really. And the coaster story is sort of the scenario thing. Let me not get that lens flare. So I've played this game a little bit. I don't know why, but I've finished some of these scenarios, and they're alright. But so far I am still busy with, this is actually the next scenario that I'm gonna play. This should kind of show off why I think this game is so bad. The loading screen is actually looking alright though. Oh god, there's just stuff that you have to read. That is half of this game. You can barely even tell it doesn't want to focus on it. But here's this old chap, and he has some stuff to say that is not even relevant for the scenario itself, which is great. And they're going to talk a bit and have an awkward conversation. This happens in front of every single scenario that you have to do, and then we get another loading screen, which is alright so far, but it gets worse. Basically, we get a little overview of the park now, where we can see the terrible things that we get with this little scenario. It's actually not too bad looking, but one of the things that I really hate about this game is that there's a limit to the amount of scenery objects that you can use. And for instance, this park actually already has the maximum amount of scenery objects. You can't make any forests or any beautiful scenery. It's pretty much just paths and rides. And like the original Rollercoaster Tycoon games, we do have some things that we have to do here. We've got our dear friend who helps us out with what we have to do. I actually don't know where I checked that out again. Right, it was here in the bottom, the top screen. Why didn't I not pay attention to that? So basically we've got stuff that we can't read because my camera is way too bad to pick it up. But here's the basic goal of this thing. We have to create a mummy coaster. That's one of the 3 steps. Then it has to have a certain excitement rating and be built with a certain amount of money. So pretty much we get this entire park down here, which is very redundant because all we really need to do is build one coaster. And looking around at the park, it's not too bad looking. It's kind of reminiscent of the Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 horror sort of scenarios. As much as you can tell with the terrible lens flare and quality. God, this is awful. But here's the thing. There's just a random path that ends in the middle of nowhere and has some grass around it. So gee, I wonder where I am supposed to build that mummy coaster that they're talking about. And this is one of the problems that I have with the game. It has that scenario mode, but it doesn't have the same goals that you would have with the original game. You don't get as much creative input. You just get certain goals like build this one ride and things like that. And even if the original RCT games had that, you would have to build at least 9 coasters and or many more at least, and have more freedom in what you want to do. And here's just these guys have a story that is irrelevant to what you have to do in the park, and then you just do something and you're done, and you go to the next scenario, or whatever I should call it, and it's very unclear. But yeah, we can actually build some coasters in this game, which is not too bad. You should be able to see it on that screen. The UI is pretty annoying though. It's simple, but it's still not too great to navigate through. So here's the mummy shuffle coaster. It's based on horror-themed coaster based... Wait, is a horror-themed coaster based on the classic wooden wild mouse. So it's pretty much a wild mouse. That's great to know. You can just rotate the park with the arrow pad, and you can zoom in with it as well, which works pretty nicely. And you have the joystick to move around, and the controls are very similar to the earlier games. You just have a lot less control over what you're doing. Let's place that down here, and oh right, that should do, right? There we go. Next thing I kind of want to do is I should put down my DS again, because this is looking terrible. And that looks alright, I suppose. I'm gonna go into track building, because that's probably what everybody is interested in. We're gonna make a lift hill. We can only go straight up, like way too steep for some reason. I have no idea why. And this coaster should have a certain excitement rating. I don't know what gives this type an excitement rating, but I'm just gonna do it in a wild mouse fashion, I suppose. Okay, I cannot do that. Okay, whatever. We're gonna go right there. Right, we're gonna go right there. And this is gonna be the worst wild mouse you've ever seen. This is a gentle slope, which is not too bad. But the coasters are looking very wonky at best, and not really. It's just not really too great to design coasters in this game, since most of them just end up looking awful. And we can only have gentle slopes down. That's very good to know. I should keep this coaster under 4,000 when it comes to the costs. I don't know if I'll be able to do it that way. Yep, it's already becoming way too expensive, I think. How much money do I have to start off with? Yeah, let's make it a bit shorter. And we're gonna go here. And standard wild mouse action, I suppose, over here. I wonder actually, I didn't even check what the exact excitement rating is or how I should get it. So I fear that I won't even be able to get it on this first try, but whatever, really. Okay, that is very bad. Please be able to make this not like that. Alright, I'm already failing terribly. My entire reputation is getting destroyed over here. Let's see. This should make it right. Is that a curve to the right or to the left? Oh, and there it goes. It actually does have nighttime, which is pretty alright. And let's see. Challenge complete. Okay, that's one challenge. I don't know about the rest though. I should test it if I want to do that. How did I test it again? And it barely makes it, but it's doing something. It's not too bad. And you do actually have the coaster cam as well in this game. You can check it out like that. But as you can see, it's just very unsmooth and awkward. That said, I've criticized this game a lot, but I'm gonna have to be quite honest. I actually did have this game put into my 3DS quite some time, and sometimes when I'm really bored, it is actually somewhat fun to try it and do certain things, but it's far from what the original RCT games are. It's missing a lot of things of those games, and most importantly, it feels like it's missing some sort of soul. It's just a empty husk of a game, really. You can play it out of boredom every once in a while. It's almost like a mobile game, but you can never really get long sessions in it. It's just not good enough for that. Now to see if I can... I don't think I actually made it. Fuck. It doesn't have an excitement rating of 2 or higher. Well then, I fucked up. I'm gonna have to at least finish this thing. Or so I would say. It's not turning up on the bottom screen there. It's hard to actually click it. Let's see, how do I build it again? Right, there we go. Now I guess the best way to get more excitement in there, because this thing is just curves and shit like that, is add more curves. I don't know what else could really work here. And you're gonna go down there. Oh, that's not gonna work. Right then. You're gonna go down here and there and not do that. You're gonna have that curve, and now it should be good. Come on, you can do it. Let's actually get on it again, because I can't get used to how terrible that looks. Actually, when you're testing it, and you want to ride it, it automatically resets. You can't ride it from a certain point, even if you wait for it to make the lift hill and then get on the coaster cam to see what it looks like. It just goes right back to the start. For some reason, I have no idea why, but it's pretty annoying sometimes when you want to check out a certain part of the ride. Also, the curves absolutely kill you. These things are not smooth whatsoever. But yeah, I should actually check the settings of this thing. I mean, what it's like. It's got an excitement of 0.6. Oh, okay, I'm actually gonna have to practice a lot more with this game because I completely suck. Or so it seems. Is there any reason why the excitement is that low? I wouldn't figure. The intensity is actually very low as well. You know what? Actually, let me mess around with the thing to see if these stats are even any realistic at all. Click the coaster, which is nearly impossible to do, thank you. And edit. Let's see. Here's the thing. I'm gonna want to make a very dangerous contraption right here. We're gonna go have this curve. And we're gonna go down because that's what wild mouses do. This is what they're like. And I don't think I can. Oh, I can do that. Thank you. And then we're gonna have loads of curves. See if that makes the excitement better. I don't think it should, but it probably will. Actually, no. A bit of airtime, very extreme airtime, should probably help as well. So this is the most lethal bunny hop you've ever seen. And I'm gonna add another one of those because this game likes to be very unrealistic. And there we go. Let's test it this time around. And get on the ride because it looks beautiful. Okay, I should probably get this a bit closer because you should be able to appreciate how beautiful this coaster cam is. How very smooth it moves around. I don't even think I can bank the curves. This is really all I could do. Those were the very lethal bunny hops, by the way, where I just suddenly looked at the sky for a second. Okay, so what's it like now? Yep, I've got a higher excitement rating, but it's still not enough. And I dropped my thing. Alright, one last try. I'm gonna have to at least finish this, otherwise I'll be looking like a complete and utter idiot. I mean, I'm gonna finish this game at some point in the future. I am very much tempted to do so. No, don't delete, just edit it. Let's see. Right, so in order to make this thing more exciting, I suppose I'm just gonna make it higher. Go really fast, because apparently that's what this game wants me to do. That should still have a chain, right? Yep, that's just a chain. So actually, let me get back. No, that should be fine. Go down. And here comes my masterpiece. This is the, oh right, I can actually, that should help. Wow, I feel like an idiot for forgetting about that. Oh, there we go. And bunny hop, okay, no bunny hop. And small curve. I've got an advisor alert, whatever that is gonna say. Gonna do some small stuff over here. And I think I can head back at this point. It should be a little bit more exciting at least now. But let's see anyway. Oh yeah, now it's got 1.5. Even though it's a ride that would give you a whiplash in real life and is probably actually deadly, my excitement rating is pretty damn high. At least I'm getting there. At least it's not all that bad. Let's see. I will... it seems that it does like the steep hills a little bit more. So let's add more of that. And then at the end, add some curves. I don't know if I'm actually still within the price range that I was supposed to be, but this is my final answer. Oh, fucking hell, man. 1.7 this time around. I think I'm gonna... No, I can't give up. I'm gonna have to finish this thing. And I'm oh god damn it. I'm very sorry about the struggle that this thing is at the moment, but that's pretty much what it's like to play this game. I wish it were a little bit better. I should be able to change the color scheme, right? This is a very awful default color scheme to be starting off with for a wild mouse type coaster. I also wonder what a mummy is doing in an otherwise completely green park that does not have even a scratch of Egyptian theme in it. And let's go down right there. This is turning into an out and back Woody. That's terrible. And we should almost be there. Some little bunny hills at the end. This is way more expensive than it was supposed to be. But here's the thing too, I think, but I'm not sure, I can still make it with this one. Okay, the excitement is actually lower because it's too intense. You know what? I'm gonna give up. This is pretty much Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And this is a low quality video of probably even a lower quality game. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, whoops. Had what you were looking for. Probably not. And I won't continue this series. Actually, no, I will probably continue this series, but just look at PC games, which is better because I don't have a capture card and, well, this 3DS thing is just not working out. In the meantime, I'll play this game in private and see how well it goes. Hopefully a little bit better than this went. But in any case, thanks for watching. I'll perhaps actually play some other simulation games in the near future that should indeed be a lot better than this one. But thanks for watching anyway.